Cause I'm about that. Cause I'm about that. I'm about that come up, running up on them fools that are talking foolish. Try to get them funds up, killing the mic just like I ran in jewels in. Y'all gonna get done up front, knowing that kid with an attitude. But you can't really blame this motherfucker, it's doing what he had to do. Dirt. I'm about that cash flipping, I'm getting it on and off the market. Not about that VIP, not me, not never been a fan of carpets. All about that RIP for all of my Jesus gone departed. All about that finish, what I started, I'm about that.
Top down, like you're not ready. We ride, we're about that. So high, we see the whole city. We own the night. Top down, like you're not ready. We ride, we're about that. So high, we see the whole city. We own the night.
Know that I'm about it, want a man I can bring the drama. But it ain't by chance I'm fucking rapping, you don't really want a problem. Made a little cash in the back end, but still rapping like I'm starving. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna ask who the man is, hope I'm gonna be like, beg your pardon. I'm about that.
Top down, like you're not ready. We ride, we're about that. So high, we see the whole city. We own the night. Top down, like you're not ready. We ride, we're about that. So high, we see the whole city. We own the night.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Ysn Power Hour. We got, just like the Mayflower, we got a full boat over here today on this last day before the Thanksgiving holiday. DJ Oakley here, Paul Munson, Richie Giuliano. We've got Billy McCartney right below me, Jamie Thompson, EB to the right of him. Then you've got Jeff and Quinn, the dynamic duo down there, and Anthony Romo rounding out the bunch. Gentlemen, how are we?
Doing good. Day off. It was nice.
Day off?
Yeah, school was over
Day
yesterday.
off from what? You did not have a day off from YSN.
No.
You were
No,
on the phones like Adam Schefter, making sure that we had everything covered from every single angle.
Yeah.
It looks like we still have a game tonight, as it appears. Edison and Harrison Central going to do battle. Am I wrong?
Yep, they're good.
So far, so good. Okay. Guys, before we get started with a very interesting YSN Power Hour, we've got some interesting national days to get to, and this one yesterday sucked. So you guys didn't miss much, but today is National Jukebox Day. So my question is this: you got 1 quarter to stick in the jukebox and get the bar amped up. That's assuming that the bars are allowed to have people in it. What song are you going to play? Paul, we'll start with you.
If I have to get the bars all fired up and I'm going to put that quarter in there, it's going to be, man, I don't know. I guess I would have to say some Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr.
All right. Richie, how about you?
Butt fucking your sister?
We can hear you, Jeff.
Yeah, dear Lord.
We've turned down. We're not? Oh.
No.
My bad.
Still hear you, Jeff.
Jesus.
Still hear you.
Steve is correct. You're off every day, is what Steve said. Carrie is validating that. All right, Richie, what do you got?
I'm going Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Richie's starting to rager in the restaurant. Let's go to Mac. What do you got?
Anything Eric Church. It honestly doesn't matter.
All right.
Schuster.
On to you. Jamie, sorry.
Well, whenever me and my buddies used to go to Waffle House, after we'd all pay, we'd get $1 or $2, put it in the jukebox, we'd start playing Don't Stop Believin', we'd walk out like G's. So that'd be my song.
Kate bashing us for putting a quarter in the jukebox. I mean, not everybody can put their debit card. We're not. We are homegrown. This is Grit City. We're not going to some fancy place where you got to put your debit card or go on this. You put a quarter in the jukebox. That's what happens. EB, go ahead.
Ooh, this is a tough one. Let's go Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice.
I can get it.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
All right, Jeff, if you can speak without profanity, then it's all you.
I don't. Does it still sound like we're far away?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Because
you guys are using the wrong mic.
you're using the wrong microphone.
All right,
Quinn,
which
fix
one is
that.
it?
Oh, let me break it down for you, Jeff. This ought to be fun.
Go ahead. I
Quinn,
asked
fix it.
Quinn, and Quinn said it was number 1. I turned number 1 all the way up.
Quinn, fix it.
I mean, it.
All right, just skip it. What song would you put on, Jeff?
Go ahead. All right. You know if that's better?
No, it's not.
No,
Just talk.
it's the mics across the table that are on.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
I
a different mic.
have to pick a song. I'm going with like Kid Cudi, "Pursuit of Happiness."
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah.
It's a Cleveland rapper. How don't you know who an Ohio rapper is? It's like Mac. It's like MGK.
He's not even a rapper anymore, but good try.
I don't know either. I'm sorry, Jeff. Yeah, I'm with Ricky. It's Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. Okay. And Romo.
That's what I was gonna say.
Jeez, oh man. Thunderstruck is living in the bodies of all the YSN. Was it, I don't even know if its official name is Hip Hop Hooray. The girls like doing this guy, Hip Hop Hooray, ho, hey. Yeah, so
Little
that's
naughty
what I
by
would-
nature.
Yeah, a little naughty by nature. I'd go with that one. I like that one. That one seems to get people at least nodding their head a little bit. So yeah, there you go. Happy National Jukebox Day to everybody. We want to hear what songs you want to hear with your quarter, Kate Kelly, when you put it in. And of course, Isaac Schuster dropping on Careless Whisper by George Michael. That'll get people amped up in no time.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Oh, Miami by Will Smith. That's an oldie but a goodie, and also reminds me of the time in 7th grade when I had the CD and somebody jacked it out of my locker. Gone forever. Thanks a lot. Never got it back till we got MP3, so appreciate it. Michael Page, you're going to be interested in this conversation because we are going to go down a road that I haven't seen many go down. I saw this. It was an interesting conversation. We got 2 Jeff Bezos. Which one is the real one? And they're both wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. It's called Teams Giving. And when Quinn and Jeff get back, we can fill them in on it. But so everybody has their favorite. We talked about it a couple days ago. Their favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner, the feast, whether it's the turkey or the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, or whether it's something else on the table. So my challenge to you guys is going to be, essentially, I'm going to name a part of the Thanksgiving meal, and you have to tell me what local sports team that is equivalent to. So, for instance, if I say baked sweet potato, you say East Palestine Bulldogs football or whatever, okay? So we've covered enough of this, especially over the football year and the football season and volleyball, of course. I want to start trying to figure out what teams represent what on the dinner table when we go to eat tomorrow. So without further ado, we will start with the turkey. And it's okay to have different answers. We're going to start with the turkey, the head of the table, and the thing everybody most kind of points to as Thanksgiving. Let's start with Paul Munson. Who is the turkey for you?
Oh, man. So the turkey is just that old reliable. It's there every Thanksgiving. It's going to...
You can't pick South Range for everything.
Just for that, South Range is the turkey. They show up every game. They don't take off. They're ready to go. They're always there for you.
I love it. All right. James, who's the turkey at your table?
I mean, it's an obvious answer for me. I'm rocking the hoodie right now. So is Romo. It's the Springfield Tigers football team, man. I mean, how could you not go with Springfield? They showed up all season long. They were back close from the state championship. They were there last year. Going to be back next year too. They're the turkey.
Okay, EB, how about you?
I will go South Range because really no one really likes it, but they're always there, so you got to respect it.
Damn. Ice cold. Easy, Potesta. We don't want to go down this route again. All right, Richie, who do you got for the turkey?
Yeah, I'm going to have to be a homer here. I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals. They're always good at football, pretty much everything. They're pretty much always around. It doesn't matter what sport. And, they're always reliable that they're going to give you a good season no matter what.
All right, Mac, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Springfield.
Why?
Just because I think they're the best. They were the best team in the Valley this year, so they're the
You like
most
Turkey?
important.
Does that mean you like Turkey better than everything else on the table?
Yep.
All right, I can respect that. Romo, you're up.
Just gonna go a little unique with this one. So we know Thanksgiving, turkey, it's on everyone's table at Thanksgiving. It's there every year. I'm gonna have to go with the team that Springfield played with Coldwater. They've made the playoffs 24 straight years. They're there every year. Just got to go through them.
That is a very unique take. I like it. Nice spin on it. Not
Yeah.
a company guy, so I can respect that. Mac probably respects that more than anybody. He is the furthest thing from a company guy when it comes to picking things. So he's probably sitting there going, okay, I see how it is. We'll see him level up. I'm going to go with South Range as well for the turkey. But what I'm going to say is there's things that you can hide in the turkey. So you have the stuffing that you could put in the turkey. You can dress the turkey up on your plate with gravy and the cranberry sauce that leaks out from the cranberry sauce. South Range, you just never can put an identity to, and I think that's a perfect conduit to why they are the turkey on my table. All right, that being said, the next up is – oh, wait. Jeff and Quinn, I apologize. You were almost skipped. Jeff and Quinn, start with Jeff. Who is the turkey at your table?
Jeff.
Well, probably pretty much at my house, yeah. I would go with the play. I'm gonna go with the play is the turkey at my table.
All right, Quinn.
I'm not going to say why.
Well, they just, good up front, good running back, good quarterback, good receiver.
So for me, I'm going to twist a little bit too, like Romo, but if I'm going to pick high school also, I'm going to say YSN. No, YSN's my turkey. We're everywhere, and it's becoming a staple for everything that we need, just like turkey is. If I had to pick a high school, I'm going to say Canfield. Canfield, it's home to me. It's my comfort spot, and turkey's my comfort food on Thanksgiving. So
look at Quinn being company guy all of a sudden. I didn't see that one coming. I figured
You giving out holiday?
home because they win all the time.
Well, yeah, dude, that's
Fine.
the one thought you were
There.
very well played, sir. All right, so let's go to what I think second when I think of Thanksgiving. I think of mashed potatoes and gravy. So we'll start where we ended. Jeff, Quinn, mashed potatoes and gravy. Who's sitting in the mashed potato spot at your table?
I would go Springfield sits at the mashed potato spot on my table.
And why is that?
Just good old reliable. Good. The taste is good. They're always good. And a little gravy on there by good special teams, and then there you go.
Quinn, go ahead.
I kind of don't really understand. I'm just going to pick like random teams at this point. Don't ask me.
Teams that you can pronounce?
Oh, jeez. Potatoes. That's tough.
Yeah, you can't copy off anybody. Surprise.
I'm gonna go Lisbon. Lisbon's my potatoes. I just enjoy potatoes more than pretty much anything else, and I just enjoy being in Lisbon a lot with everything going on. And I enjoy Lisbon a lot, so they're my potatoes.
All right, Romo, who you got for your mashed potatoes?
You got me lost here. I'm gonna go with Quinn. I'm gonna go with Hubbard here. Homeschool Lisbon's with Quinn. That's the team he coaches. They're just all reliable, like you said. I'm gonna go with Hubbard.
All right, Mac, how about you?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of flirt on the same idea here is comfort. Comfort to me is Ursuline. Always kind of in the mix of things. Sometimes not as good as last year's potatoes, but always circles back. Next year will be better. That's kind of my mentality.
Put in it, huh?
Right, a little too much of a lot of different things is a bad thing. So like you put too much butter in the potatoes, it's runny. You don't put butter in. That just kind of brings me back to Ursuline.
Does anybody else go butter and sour cream in their mashed potatoes? Because I'm all about
Never.
that. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Yeah. All right, so let's
Sounds
go
terrible.
to Richie Giuliano.
All right, so with the mashed potatoes and gravy, I'm going to go with Crestview football for the mashed potatoes and then Crestview volleyball for the gravy. So you have Crestview football, who is the main food, and then you pour on the gravy, which is even better, and that's the volleyball team at Crestview. So I'm going to add those two for my mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's a great take, young man. EB, how about you?
That's tough. I like how he did that. I don't know if I can follow that up, Ricky. That's at first I wanted thinking in the area, I was gonna go Earthland Mooney because that's kind of your potatoes and gravy when it comes to just football. Yes, we have a lot of good schools around here, but when you think of Youngstown football, you're thinking Earthland Mooney.
I love it. Jamie, how about you?
I was really leaning on going South Range here, but I feel like I can throw them somewhere else. So I'm going to go with Warren JFK, man. Kind of going with Richie. You've got the mashed potatoes and gravy, JFK. They've got that great football program over there, and Coach K is building up that basketball for the boys. So I'm going with JFK.
Paulie?
I was leaning towards JFK. I was waiting to see if anybody said it, and then now that he said it, I was going to go to my number 2. So the number 2 for me would and that some other people said earlier, would be Springfield. Mashed potatoes and gravy, they're always just there. They're they're going to stick to you. They're just going to fill you up, and they're going to just be thick and ready to go, and they're always there, like I said. So, and the Tigers being as consistent as they've been the last couple of years, they're always there, and they're just going to stick to you. They got some big hosses on there. Potatoes are nice and thick. Throw some gravy on there, and you're ready to go.
For potatoes and gravy, I got to go brown and white. You know where I got to go from there. It's good old home cooking for me. It's East Palestine. It's steady and reliable no matter what they do. So they're never sporadic.
They are steady and reliable.
It's always going to be on. And it's not just football. It's all the sports in East Palestine. They are either all in on one side or the other of that win-loss column. So my big thing is yes, it's home cooking for me. But when I look down at potatoes and gravy, and now you're going to see East Palestine tomorrow when you look at it. So hopefully there's a little bit more butter and sour cream in there that makes it a little bit more palatable than the past couple seasons were for East Palestine football. But hey, volleyball had a good season. Basketball for the girls looking to be a good season as well. So excited for that. All right, now we have a little spot on our dish for sweet potatoes. We have any sweet potato fans here? I'm a big sweet potato guy. Quinn, you don't like regular food either. You and McNuggies can go eat chicken nuggets somewhere else. So
why would I eat sweet potatoes if I have mashed potatoes and cheesy potatoes?
Because sweet potatoes are amazing.
I don't need no sweet potatoes.
Anyway, here we go. Sweet potatoes. Who's got your sweet tooth, so to speak, with the sweet potatoes? Let's go first. I'll start. How about this? I'll start. I'm going to go with JFK. JFK, football, basketball. You kind of alluded to it, Jamie. Don't want to ride your coattails too much. But JFK is always that really good team that plays a really tough schedule. And then once they get to the playoffs, no matter where they're at, no matter what they're playing, they always shock people. Doesn't matter what year it is. They always shock people. Like, they're not supposed to be there. But reality is they got to see the table too. They got their own dish that you're scooping out, and that's why they're my sweet potatoes. All right, on to Jeff and Quinn. What are you two? Never mind. What are you two guys doing?
Sweet potato for me gonna be East Palestine because they're brown and orange, and that's about it.
You know we're not orange, right?
Brown and orange.
Wow. Okay. On to Jeff.
I'm gonna go with cream for my sweet potatoes because they're just that sweet. The jerseys look cool. They're always flying. Look good, play good, cash checks. That's what you got to do around here. So I'm gonna go Cheney.
Cheney, all right, Muntz.
My sweet potato team, just a team that kind of like jumped up there a little bit and was a little sweet. And you're like, oh, I didn't think about that one. Southern this year. I think Southern.
Okay.
Would be my sweet potatoes.
Well, when I think sweet potato, I think it's not an actual potato. So that just upsets me. I don't really like sweet potatoes. It's kind of the little brother. So I'm going to go with Girard baseball, man. When we used to play Girard, we were 11-0 against him when I played him. So, hey, man, that's little brother right there.
All right, EB.
Sweet potato team for me. I'm going to go West Branch. Not often talked about, but you always gotta like they're good. Like you don't really think of them too much, but they always bring a little flavor.
All right, Richie.
Yeah, I'm going to go with EB here, but just Cheney boys basketball. They're underrated and they are sweet and they are flashy. They could really when you look at them, you're like, all right, they're going to be all right. You see them on the court live, they are quick and they could throw it down. So I like Cheney as the sweet potato.
Mac, how about you?
Here's going to be my LeBray pick because, one ant makes the sweet potatoes, really bad, and that's kind of how it is. Then the next ant next year makes the sweet potatoes, and it's the star of the show. It steals the show in almost every sport. They could be good here. They win district titles for basketball almost every year. They're always in the district finals, so that's going to be my sweet potato pick.
Romo, how about you?
I was hoping that this time you would have went with me first because I was going to go with West Branch here with football because it seems like, at least in my generation, I feel like sweet potatoes aren't that big of an attraction. Not too many people like it. And like West Branch, I mean, they weren't the flashiest team that we showed out on every week here at YSN, but they were always there. They're always going to be on the table, and they're always going to come out and perform.
All right, so we will start with you this time, Romo. It is going to be green bean casserole. Green bean casserole. So what team embodies the green bean casserole, to which what I think is some people love it, the majority of people I know love it, and then some people just won't touch it. So, Romo, which side are you on?
For this, I'm going to go with Poland basketball. Poland boys and girls basketball. They're flashy to watch from the crowd, but I know each team around here hates playing them because the way that they play defense is just second to none. They will clamp you up the entire game. They will full court press you and trap you, and they're just a nightmare to play against.
Mac, who gets the green bean casserole with you?
That's so weird. I was gonna lead with Poland too, just because of the love-hate relationship that most people have with green bean casserole. So I'm gonna stick with that. It's Poland.
Richie.
Yeah, I was actually going to go Poland too, just because going to Canfield being the rival, I don't like green bean casserole at all. But now it's a little bit different. I've grown up a little bit. I've adapted to it, and I like them. And it's weird to say, and now I like green bean casserole as I grow up. So that's kind of how it is for me, and with YSN as well on the dinner table.
Paul, you all right over there?
Yeah, they're trying to talk to me over here. And
EV, I guess we're going to go from green bean casserole to blue bean casserole is what it sounds like, because it sounds like it's going to be a Poland, at least a little bit of a sweep here. Who do you have?
I have Columbiana. I mean, we're loved to be hated and hated to be loved. If you look at Columbiana, coming from Columbiana, I think they have like 7 or 8 different rivals. Everyone, for whatever reason, hates us, but we're going to be on everyone's table, which, one way or another, you can't just get rid of us, and whether you like us or not, we're always going to be there.
Jamie, green bean casserole for you is?
Well, green bean casserole, it's kind of like a newer dish to us. We didn't really have it that much until the last couple of years. Grandma started making it really good. So I'm going to go with Austintown Fitch, especially that football program, man. I mean, they were really good this season. They're on the up. And I don't know, I got lost there a little bit. Evan Sherwood, really good. There you go.
Love it. Flying without a net. Muncie, green bean casserole.
So green bean casserole, I'm going to stick with a team that wears the green. I'm going to say the West Branch girls basketball team. They're one of those teams that nobody wants to play them, but they're good. And it's like when you have to play them, you're like, oh, great. So it's like, here, Mom threw some green bean casserole on your plate. You got to eat it now. And you're like, great, here we go. So I would say them.
All right. Jeff, Quinn, whoever wants to go first.
Me. All right. Poland for me. Being from Canfield, I've been taught to basically hate Poland with everything I do. But with that being said, I think a lot of people hate them because they are good in what they do and everything, all across the board. And it hurts me to say that being from Canfield, it really does. But Poland is my green bean.
Jeff, go ahead.
That's good. I'm going to go with Crestview because they always, like when we played them when I was in high school, they were always a little bit cocky and they were always really good. And we were prone to not like them and hate them more than Springfield.
I'm going to go with Canfield here, and it's only because I love green bean casserole, and I feel that it gets better as the dish ages a little bit. Once those flavors start mixing in, they just continue to get better and better and better with each reheat in the microwave. So that's why Canfield, they got better all year long. And it felt like every single week we were saying, well, wait until they play this team. Wait until they play this team. Well, they just got better and better every time they get reheated as well, up until their final game, obviously against the state champion Chardon, right? So you have it. That's your green bean casserole here for me, is the Canfield Cardinals. All right. So that being said, there's a little bit more room. I don't know what other dishes do you guys have on your dinner table. I'm going through the clicks here, and I'm at my end. How about the
You can't pass up on cornbread.
The what?
Cornbread.
Let's go cornbread. Jeff, lead us off.
Cornbread is my favorite meal, favorite part of the whole Thanksgiving, and I'm going to give that, because I haven't said them, the South rank, because I always get like 4 pounds of cornbread, and yeah, they're the best part of the meal.
There's some really bad feedback with you guys.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Quinn, go ahead.
I don't eat cornbread, so I'm going to go Columbiana. They're a rival of ours. That's about it. I don't like cornbread.
EB looks absolutely miserable. Like he wants to just fight. Muntz, let's go to you.
I'm gonna stick in the corn family, but like corn casserole. Like my wife makes a good corn casserole, and it's really good. So it's something that's like really good. Fitch was really good this year. I liked Fitch, and when you talked about Canfield, Fitch was that same team. Like we didn't know what to expect out of it, but like they were good. And then it was every week they just kept like doing that. They're like, oh, maybe it's this week they're gonna fall. This week they're gonna fall. So I'm gonna go with Fitch. Like it's one of those staples. They're always around, and this year it was really good. So corn casserole was really good.
Jamie,
my pick's gonna be with Niles. When I think cornbread, it's just kind of it's cornbread. You know, I don't really get excited for it or anything like that. This kind of feels like Niles. It's always right here. It never changes. It's always the same.
respect. EB, you look like you're ready to fight somebody.
I can't take Quinn and Beto's echo that they have. Figure out the mics. But I'm going to go Cornbread's Lisbon because they're dry. They think they deserve to be on the table. I mean, there's nothing exciting about them.
Oh, wow.
Even if you throw butter on it, it's still cornbread.
Oh, my gosh. Now Quinn looks like he's ready to fight. He's ready to scrap.
Raging.
I quit paying attention when he started talking. I'm watching the Ohio State. So.
Thanks for being a part of our broadcast. We appreciate it. You've only been here for 6 hours.
It was just for Eric.
That's your assistant to the GM right there.
Richie Giuliano, who is your cornbread?
This is kind of a personal connection here, but I'm gonna have to go with the Salem Quakers just because my dad really loves cornbread. He's a big name at Salem when he played football, basketball, and baseball there. So I'm just gonna have to go with Salem.
Very interesting. Mac, who do you have?
So when I first think of cornbread, I think of that white cornbread that's really dry and doesn't have any taste to it. The texture's all weird. It's just not very good. And I just immediately think back of like my school, Newton Falls. That's the first place I think of right there.
Jeez, oh man, that was ice. All right, Romo, you're up.
I'm kind of gonna go Jamie here with the Niles reference because they're never too flashy. It's always just Niles. Like they're never gonna come out at you with something new. They're always gonna stick to the plan, and they're always just gonna roll with what they have.
See, it's interesting because I like cornbread, corn casserole, whatever you call it. My wife makes I don't know if you guys might not even remember Chi-Chi's. When Chi-Chi's had the cornbread stuff, that's the recipe that was handed down to my wife from my mom because it's one that I love. It's a dish I absolutely adore. We don't necessarily eat it at Thanksgiving, though. But I will say this. It is good, and it only gets better when you add things to it. So for my cornbread, I'm going to say Crestview because they continue to add pieces to all of their elements, whether it's volleyball or basketball or baseball or football or I said basketball. So when you add these pieces to what is already a delicious meal, things just get better and better. So give me Crestview with how skilled they are already, and they continue to bring up kids in their system that know the system, Love the system and love the coaching staff. So give me Crestview cornbread all day. Here's my mom's giving away the freaking recipe now of the cornbread. This is ridiculous. Makes 2 boxes of just. I can hear her saying it. I can hear her saying it right now. All right, let's go to cranberry sauce. My favorite of the bunch. I can hear the moans and groans. I'm gonna go with Austintown Fitch here. I mean, it's sweet, but it's a little tart too. And Fitch kind of trying to figure out in this first year under T.J. Parker who exactly they were each and every week. But they can beat you in both ways. It's still good depending on what your taste buds want at the moment. So I'm gonna be cranberry sauce, the good kind, not the jelly kind, the good kind of cranberry sauce for Austintown Fitch. Jeff and Quinn, try to talk without being audibly just crap.
You go ahead.
Me, cranberry sauce. I don't know. I don't really have anybody that can be cranberry sauce for me because, like, that's not even part of our house. Like, none of us in the house enjoy cranberry sauce.
Okay, Jeff. I'm going to come in. I feel like Mike Tomlin. Do I have to take the TVs away from you guys?
No, he turned it on. I'm going to go with Ysn because they could be sweet one year and then tart the next year.
I like it. Muncie?
For me, mine's not even going to be like a team. Mine's going to be a league because I don't like cranberry sauce. I think it's terrible. Some people like it. There's an acquired taste. But mine's going to be the MAC out there.
Oh, you could have at least said, I know what conference you could have led with this. Man. You got to be kidding me. Steve Leslie, I love you. Big shout out to Steve Leslie right now.
None of us around here like that, and it's acquired taste to the people out west. They like it. We don't like it around here. I don't like cranberry sauce, so that's me.
Well,
you sound like winning. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
You said you don't like winning. Is that what you said?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Good take, Jamie.
I don't even know if we have cranberry sauce in my house. It kind of reminds me of going to Bob Evans and you forget to say no cranberry sauce. So I'm going to go with Poland. Being a Hubbard guy, we just don't like Poland. We never have. We never will. So just give me my turkey without my Poland.
EB.
I'm going to go with East Palestine because the only person that I know that likes it's DJ Yoker. So.
That's perfect.
Nice play. Richie.
I'm going to break some hearts here, and I'm going to have to go with Kirtland. They have that sweet taste because they're good and they always win. And then the sour part is, a lot of people hate them, especially once you get into the regionals. So I'm going to have to go with Kirtland.
All right, Mac, the floor is yours. What do you got?
It was funny. I should make a playoff of what Paul's did just because it'd be funny. But I originally wanted to go with Warren Harding because just for the simple fact that it's just not at my table. And maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't, but Warren Harding.
Very well played, my friend. Romo.
I'm going to go with I'm going to take this from another matchup standpoint. I'm going to go with the Cheney boys basketball team here. It's a team that no one really enjoys playing. Not a lot of people, I will say, not a lot of people because you do enjoy it, DJ. But, like, for me, when I eat cranberry sauce and I taste it, it's just like, the sour taste. That's like Cheney. They're going to come out quick. They're just going to punch you in the mouth, and they're just going to leave you right in the dust.
Going to leave you that sour taste in your mouth. All right, let's go from sour to a little bit more sweet. You can pick your pie and put it at the table. We're gonna lead off with Romo here. Romo, what kind of pie are you picking, and who is the pie at the table for you?
I'm gonna go with just a simple chocolate pie. Can't go wrong with chocolate pie with the chocolate chips on top. I'm gonna have to go with Springfield for that. Haven't picked them yet. Haven't picked my team yet, but just got to save the best for last. The last YSN team standing. Last part of the last game in the state of Ohio for high school football this year. Saving the best for last.
Mac, who's your pie?
Man, I think I kind of used my pie. I didn't think about this in the long run. Just get me real quick.
Richie.
I'm going to go with Fitch here because, out of YSN, all the teams, they're the biggest one. And this is what everybody looks forward to is covering Fitch and watching Fitch. They're pretty much the dessert for everybody else.
What kind of pie is it, though?
Any pie. Pumpkin pie.
There you go, pumpkin pie. All right, EB, who's the pie and what kind of pie is it?
So it's not a pie, but it's a pumpkin roll. So we're keeping it, and I'm gonna go Salem girls basketball. Maybe on the outside we don't look like much, but the ending's gonna be sweet. So
I like
that's
it. You
what I'm at.
stole mine. I got to think of a different one. Jamie.
Well, I'll give you two different types of pie right here. First one, I'm going to go with pumpkin pie, and that's going to be Edison. Because every time I tried to pick Edison, they bit me in the ass this year in our picks. Secondly, I'm going to give you the apple pie, man. I'm a huge apple pie guy. Love apple pie. So naturally, I can give it to Hubbard, man. I mean, we're always there. Reliable. Yeah, we've got some sports that aren't great. It's like when you get those real crunchy apples in it, you just don't like it. But Hubbard's your apple pie.
All right, Munson.
I'm an apple pie guy, a huge apple pie guy. Nice warm apple pie. Throw a little bit of ice cream on the top, a little a la mode. It's great. And for me, I'm gonna be a homer. I'm gonna say the Raider baseball team. Throw that little ice cream on the top, and we're sweet and we're ready to go, and everybody loves it.
All right, Quinn.
I'm an apple pie guy too. I'm going to say South Range is my apple pie. They're reliable. They're good. They're just everybody that I've ever met from South Range has always been like just good people and stuff like that. And the hospitality they provide is incredible and all that stuff. And you just know apple pie is going to be good. It just is. And Paul, you're the ice cream on top for me.
See, look, you have a Raider sandwich here. Jeff, put your arm around him.
He looks like the ice cream.
Oh, definitely 2 scoops of ice cream.
Yeah, Jeff looks like a marshmallow though. So
you're making him quit.
I'm going to go with Youngstown State for apple pie. It's always fun to watch them. Obviously, a local team. And, Youngstown State, apple pie.
Did you just look at the wall and try to break down?
I've been looking at the wall all day today. I want to pick,
Because we had like 3 games on this year for YSU baseball, Jeff. Nice play.
I know.
And you can't watch them. You have to listen to them.
I watch them live at full football.
in Jeff's head, he sees him going around.
That's one ticket I'm not punching. To go into Jeff's head, I'm not punching that ticket at all.
Yeah, man, it is a train wreck up here.
We can only imagine. Mac, let's go back to you for the pie at your table.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with a pumpkin pie here. One of the things, if you don't like it, at one point when I was a kid, I didn't really like pumpkin pie for some reason. I was unsure of it more. I didn't really know if I wanted to try it. But once I tried it, I really enjoyed it. And for me, that is going to be
the Cleveland Browns.
Us. It's going to be us. It's going to be YSN. It was one of those things that you didn't know if you'd like it, but once you jumped on and it kind of came out of nowhere, at least for me, and it just kind of snowballed. And now it's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite dishes at the Thanksgiving table. So it's going to be YS Nation. It's going to be YSN.
I got to give some shout outs, a little bit of same thing that Jamie did, 2 different kinds of pies. My favorite pie is strawberry pie from Eaton Park. And for that, I've got to go to one of the conferences that we don't talk enough about, but they've supported YSN wholeheartedly, and that is the EOAC. You look at this conference, outside of Southern, every one of them has been just outstanding to us so far. Do you need anything? Can we get you anything? How can we help you help our kids? That's the strawberry pie of YSN at my dinner table is the EOAC. The pumpkin pie, which we also picked up one from Eaton Park today for our table tomorrow. I got to give that to the MVAC because John Mang has done a fantastic job of bringing 16 schools together, 15 schools, 16 schools, whatever it is, together and having one heartbeat. I mean, everything they do is, yes, you have the class of the organization, you have the middle class teams, and you have the lower class teams, but they all move together as one. They all try to benefit each other. So the pumpkin pie is tried, it's true, it's once a year type thing at my house, but it's you always know that it's going to be on the table, and that's the MVAC for me. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about COVID still wreaking havoc on our teams here in Northeast Ohio and now in Western Pennsylvania, with the Steelers having to make some decisions, and they will not be playing football tomorrow night. We'll talk about all that, and of course, instead of the G. Berbick Farms What's Your Beef, it's going to be the G. Berbick Farms What Are You Thankful For? All that and more coming back, and we will prove that Mac is almost always wrong after this on the YSN Power Hour.
Hello, I'm Greg Berbick with G. Berbick Farms. For the last 100 years, my family has farmed in Columbiana and Mahoning counties. I began raising cattle in 1996 with the goal of providing a better product for you and your family on the dinner table. Our grass-fed and grain-supplemented Black Angus beef are raised with no hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. We're known for our hometown-friendly service and incredible tasting products. We're locally owned and have customers across the tri-state area. Our products go from our farm to your family. Stop by our farm on New Buffalo Road or visit us on the web at gberbickfarms.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. G. Berbick Farms, it just tastes better.
Friday night, it's fresh limousine. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, like I'm living the dream. Platform shoes, strutting down the street. It's gonna get hot here, I hope you can handle the heat.
Over the years, you watched us grow, and as we've grown, so has the Myers Family Insurance team.
Thanks to all of you who have trusted our families to help you with your Medicare needs.
Myers Family Insurance looks forward to helping you now for years to come. So call our family today and remind them how cute we are.
Myers Family Insurance continues to be the area's resource for all your Medicare and retirement needs. Call today, 330-286-3044.
And welcome back to the YSN Power Hour. DJ Yoakley with a few of my friends here, guys, on this Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving. We're going to get into what we're thankful for in just a little bit. And just a reminder, we're going to do our annual thankful video, and we're putting that together right now. So if you guys haven't already got me your videos, make sure you get those to me by the end of the day so we can tell YS Nation why we're thankful outside of just the Power Hour. So interestingly enough, the Steelers, we talked about it yesterday. I said I was going to be mad if it happened. Felt like it was going to happen, and of course now it has happened. The Steelers are not going to play on Thursday night. They will be moved to Sunday. And guys, if you are, I don't want to even say if you're a Steeler fan, but if it was your team, and is there some frustration for you at this point, not knowing, like trying to plan your week and when to watch your team and da-da-da-da? Is it just, or just normal now with the COVID era we're in? Let's go first down to Romo. What are your thoughts on this?
It'd be really irritating for me. Like, I just thinking about it now, how cool that would be for the Browns to play on Thanksgiving. Like, it's just something that you're accustomed to, those normal teams, Lions, Cowboys, I mean, those red football team. But I feel for you being a Steelers fan. I mean, that is something that you'd look forward to cap the night off of a great family time together on Thanksgiving. And no, I haven't really grown accustomed to these schedule changes just because they haven't really affected my team at all. But I'm just praying that it doesn't happen. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed.
Mac, how about you? Are you tired of this COVID stuff? And would you be pissed if it was your team that got moved from Thanksgiving back to a Sunday?
I mean, I'm tired of the COVID stuff, but I think fortunate for Steeler fans and Ravens fans is that they're still playing this week. I think it would be one of those things I'd be over the edge if it like, well, what am I supposed to do this weekend now if I can't watch the game? Now, I think from going from Thursday to Sunday, just kind of that was the only other option outside of maybe canceling the game at this point, right? So or forfeit, right? So, I mean, at least they're playing. That's a good thing, I guess. It's really good. I don't really care because I'm in second place at this moment. So I just need those Steeler idiots to win. So keep going undefeated, so we can beat you in the playoffs.
Okay. Do you remember
Or
how it
week
went the first time
17.
around?
I said my piece. You can go to the next one.
Okay. I was just, it was a follow up question. That's what we do in the broadcasting world.
No, I didn't feel like answering it.
Okay. Richie, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, first off, the Browns will never play on Thanksgiving, so that kind of sucks. But if they did, I would be ecstatic to see them play. And then if they didn't, I would be devastated, like you are right now, if they weren't able to play on Thanksgiving, just because, like Romo said, you always see those same core teams play every single year. It's kind of cool to add in the Steelers and the Ravens, two division rivalry teams. And it kind of sucks that, they got moved to Sunday, but like Max said as well, I mean, it's still nice that they're playing. So, yeah, I'd be heartbroken right now if the Browns got moved from the prime time and Thursday for Thanksgiving to like a Sunday at 1 where they play every week.
Eric Bailey.
You can take the Cowboys spot because I'm sure no one really wants to watch that. And I'm also thankful for my delusional Browns friends who are fans who think they're going to beat the Steelers in the playoffs. But that's a different discussion for a different day.
We're sending out a mass team to go take out Ben Roethlisberger.
Big bet. But no, it's totally frustrating. Though, I guess if there's a silver lining to it for Pittsburgh is since you guys had such an early bye week, you get a couple extra days coming off of a Sunday. But I think it's just people are annoyed with it anymore. Like you're not frustrated, you're more annoyed just because it's okay. Now what? Okay, here we go again. So you've accepted the fact that it's going to happen, but you're just annoyed with it because it's become the norm so far.
See, I'm frustrated because frustration to me tells me that there was something could have changed. Annoying is it's just always there. Like frustration is we moved the game or the game was moved. Annoying is Browns fans saying that they're going to beat the Steelers in the postseason when they're not even happy, some of them, that they get to the postseason. They won a Super Bowl trophy. It's not enough for them. I mean, okay, all right, Billy, we got you. I got something for you. When it's my turn.
You know how the tone has changed. Like Monday, he was piss and vinegar because they were in second place.
Oh, they're going to lose this week. We're going to lose this week.
And, unless we win a Super Bowl, the Browns are always going to stink. Like, dude, Stefanski should be coach of the year for what he's done so far.
Yeah, in my humble opinion, it's Stefanski or Tomlin. Those are the only two coaches that should be up for it, straight up. Because Tomlin has done an excellent job, obviously, undefeated at this point. Stefanski has turned that entire program around in his first year with COVID in his back pocket. So I couldn't agree with you anymore. That's the best you're going to get from me, Billy. Sorry about that. Jamie.
Well, you can go ahead and throw Mike McCarthy in there for Coach of the Year when they win the Lombardi and he smashes a watermelon up on that stage with it. Just wham. Big old Mike McCarthy. But yeah, the scheduling, moving everything around, it does suck. It really does. I was excited to watch the Steelers versus the Ravens. Personally, I never make it to that 8:20 game. I watch the Lions, and sorry, Jeff, but they always suck. And I watch the Cowboys, and we either win a close one or we get blown out. By that time, I'm done with football. This is actually one of the late games I was excited to watch, and it seems like all the Steelers players, they're upset. You've seen it all over Twitter. They're all tweeting about how pissed off they are. And you kind of talked about it a little bit more. If they would have played this Thursday, they would have had 10 days of rest until their next game. So that's really what they were excited for, being that they had that bye really early. So, I mean, it sucks. I feel bad for the Steelers, but at the same time, get over it and go beat the Ravens this Sunday.
That would just cap off this 2020 year. 6-10 Dallas Cowboys go and win the Super Bowl.
We'll be 9-7. Don't you worry. 9-7.
I mean, I said it from the jump. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns won the Super Bowl this year because it was 2020, but I don't see it. I just don't see it. Muncie, your thoughts?
It would be frustrating as a fan to sit there and get all excited like, hey, your family's around and you're like, okay, we get to watch our team on Thanksgiving, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, back to Sunday, just a regular old day. I mean, and it is becoming the norm. Like, you just don't know every week what's going to happen, how many people's cases are going to get popped, and then they're going to shut this team down or do that. I mean, it's just a crapshoot. I mean, we're dealing with everyday high school sports, so it would be as a fan to sit there and go, oh crap, now I got to wait till Sunday. But at least there's still football on Thursday, so at least you can still watch some football. It just might not be your team. So
Look at this, by the way. I got to point this out. Look at the great decorating. I'm assuming Carrie did it, so kudos to Carrie. Great decorating on the inside of your house. I like it.
yeah, I hung the pictures, but they were her pictures that we hung. So
very cool.
And
All
her
right.
dad built the ladder, and her dad built the table. So
Quinn, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm not as mad, I guess, or upset or whatever, because I mean, Pittsburgh still plays, so the games are still getting played, and it won't change up the schedule too much. Whereas if it was canceled, then I'd get really mad. Yeah, Jeff's already thinking about how the Lions are going to lose tomorrow for the 9 billionth time on Thanksgiving. So I mean, I'm not terribly upset with it because like the games are still getting played. When games get canceled, that's when I kind of start getting irritated
she
by
is
it.
the home decorator herself.
All right. Well, hi, Carrie.
I can't hear. There you go.
Is this the takeover? Is this what we've been waiting for?
No.
All right, Jeff, you have the honor of the final thoughts of this. Would you be mad if the Lions didn't play on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't care because it's going to break my heart. Okay. It happened last week. I had family Thanksgiving last week. They lost last week. This week, maybe they get COVID. Maybe they have 50,000 cases of COVID. Maybe they don't have to play. The Steelers, I kind of have to disagree with EV a little bit, saying push the game back to like a Sunday. I would like to see them play on Thursday if not the Steelers because it's like having a bye week on Sunday. But no, the Lions are going to get blown out tomorrow. They play the Texans. Hammer that -3 for the Texans if you're going to do anything. And hammer the over and watch them lose by 40. And I'm going to be miserable all day because the Lions stink.
This is the second time the Steelers have had to deal with this. The second time they've had to deal with, okay, you're talking about rhythm. From a coach's perspective, you're getting your players in rhythm for a week, and now it's Wednesday, and they cancel the game today. Tomorrow is your game day. So if you're looking at a high school schedule, today was your Thursday for a Friday game. So now everybody's all messed up when it comes to getting in rhythm for game day. So I'm really interested to see if this affects the Steelers more than it does the Ravens. Now, naturally, the Steelers are the home team, so they get to a few more nights in their own bed and staying in the city. But, from the Ravens standpoint, they would have been traveling today to get to the stadium tomorrow and play football. So I'm really interested to see how this goes and how this plays out. I think it's still advantage Steelers. Because from every article I've read, the Steelers are pissed about this. Like, they just want to play football when they're supposed to play football. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm tired of this COVID stuff changing up everything in the world. Paul and myself and my wife trying to do the juggling act here at the high school level. But it's just, it's 2020. It's COVID. So that is going to conclude our show, at least the broad part of it. As always, we conclude our show with the G. Burbick Farms What's Your Beef, but a little bit of a twist today, ladies and gentlemen, because instead of we want to know what your beef is, we want to know what are you thankful for. So, with that being said, we'll lead with our youngest, I believe. Romo, the stage is yours. You might want to unmute your mic.
You're muted.
My bad. People were walking upstairs, so I muted my thing. I forgot. I'm thankful for everyone here at YSN. Made a lot of friendships this year, created a lot of bonds, made a lot of memories this fall, and hopefully we get this basketball season started so we can make even more.
Created a legacy on YSN with that Springfield run. You and Jamie, the legends. All right, Mac, what are you thankful for? Brought to you by G. Burbick Farms.
I'm thankful for. I'm gonna go like our local high school coaches right now. They've been through a lot this last, year. It seems like a lot of things going forward, changing schedules and canceling games and things, and canceling practices, and maybe only having 3 to 5 kids at a practice for maybe some basketball stuff. But I feel for you. We're thankful for you. I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there thankful for you, but maybe not get an opportunity to put you out there on blast. So keep doing what you're doing, and we're thankful for you.
All right, on to Richie. What are you thankful for, buddy?
Yeah, thankful first for everybody in this panel. Second off, my family, and then third off, that I'm still able to broadcast games at this point. I mean, there's thousands of broadcasters right now across the country during this pandemic that haven't broadcasted in over 100 days. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity here at YSN that we could continue to provide coverage throughout the Valley.
EB, I know you're always an emotional guy. You come up with some great one-liners, but I know when it comes down to being serious and being thankful, you don't make any jokes about that.
I mean, family and friends aside, definitely YSN, but I'm thankful for my players. Each, whether it's AAU or through Salem, they give me an opportunity to do what I love to do. And like Drake said, I've gotten to know Drake and watch Drake over the past 4 or 5 years. There's not a better kid like him out there. If I had a daughter, Drake would be the first person I'd say, hey, that's the kind of guy that you want. So I'm thankful that we get to kind of mold some of these kids into adults, and then also watch them grow and help them not only through YSN, but as a coach, step by step to where they want to get.
Very good as always. Jamie Thompson, what are you thankful for, sir?
Yeah, so the thankful video I put out there, it's about 15 seconds long. I got the text from Paul that's supposed to be like a minute or two long right after that. So I was like, crap. So this one's going to be a little bit more drawn out. But first off, obviously, thankful for my family, man. I mean, I live in this great house. I'm able to move this desk all around. So I'm very thankful for my parents, all my friends, Romo being, one of my best ones. That's my broadcasting partner, man. Thank you, Romo, for being the best. My girlfriend, YSN. I mean, I didn't grow up wanting to be an engineer. I grew up wanting to be an athlete, wanting to be a sports broadcaster. So working with YSN has really allowed me to pursue my dream, even while I'm in school studying something else. So I'm really thankful for you guys. It's been great to get to know each and every one of you. And thank you for all our fans, all the followers out there. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride.
Wow. All right, Paul, you're up. What are you thankful for, buddy?
All right, I'll do my thankful, but I do have a beef, and I gotta. So I'll do the good one first. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful, obviously, for my family. The 3 girls that are in this house along with me, I couldn't be happier about. And then obviously, thankful to have the opportunities that I do to do something I'm passionate about, and that's being a study hall teacher. No, I'm just kidding. No, to be a part of YSN, I mean, it's great. The things that we get to do and the lives that we get to change every day is unbelievable. So it's really good. I enjoy it. And obviously being a coach too, I really enjoy doing that. But my beef I have, and I'm tired of seeing it, and I keep reading about it, is this just jag off Dabo Sweeney being all pissed off about the Florida State game not going off. Did you really need to have that one win to justify that you guys are a good team? You're a good team. You didn't have to beat the hell out of Florida State to prove it. And he keeps going, well, we were ready to play. We're not doctors, but we were ready to play, and they just didn't want to play us. We're ducking them. Get the hell out of here. Was that win more important than having, sick kids on the field? Come on. Give me a break. Shut up. Dick. He's making a lot of people not like him now. So
I apologize, Jeff and Quinn. You came out and told me to go first, so I apologize. Wrap it up and you can take off. Go ahead. What are you thankful for?
I'm going to be thankful for I'm a new uncle yesterday. My sister Susie gave birth to my beautiful niece, Leona. Thank you. I'm so excited to get to meet her tomorrow and to hold her and touch her. So I'm really excited to see don't laugh when that's not funny. I'm sorry, you get it, but you get it. But no, I'm excited to be an uncle.
Wear a mask. Mask up.
We're two of them, Jeff.
Well, it's in my house, Paul. I'm not masking up. Thanks, Dewan. But no, I'm excited.
In all seriousness, Jeff is probably the most or best babysitter out of this whole group. But
unbelievable. Yep. Yeah. My girls love him.
Yeah. I'm thankful.
It's weird.
Outside of my family, I'm thankful for all of you guys. I mean, you guys have become a second family to me over the past couple of years, and some of you longer, as I'm getting touched by Jeff. But no,
holding and touching things.
He does, yeah.
All right, I'm thankful for everybody but Jeff. Apparently,
wow,
it's okay. But no, I appreciate everything that you've done, BJ, to give me an opportunity to be here. Thankful for my family, of course, for the endless support that they give me. And like Eric said, I mean, I'm thankful for the players. They give me the opportunity to coach and continue coaching and all that stuff. And it's a dream come true to be able to do that. And then seeing them all play through the YSN platform is just second to none. It allows me to see pretty much anybody that I've ever coached throughout our platform. And it's just, I'm thankful for everything that's going on right now.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I don't even know where to start. We'll get, you guys can bounce. All right. It's been a year, right? It's been an interesting year. Those of you guys who know me personally, just like everybody here on this panel, knows that it's been a really good year at the Oakley House. It's been an interesting year from the girls coming into our lives, and what we've done at YSN. We've grown brick by brick every single step of the way. So I'm thankful for each and every one of you, everybody that puts on the YSN brand, anybody that tunes in for YSN, whether it just be a player profile of their son, daughter, nephew, niece, whatever, and the people who criticize us. You know what I mean? Like the people that they drive us too, and I'm thankful for that, because there's a lot of us that take that gas and put it in the engine, and we keep on rolling. So I'm really proud of what we've accomplished in a year that has been so soured with this pandemic and things that have happened. But I'm more proud of the relationships that we've forged with our sponsors. Our teams, we've continued to grow them. But it's funny when people always ask me why we call it a family here, because that's what it is. I couldn't ask for a better family. I have a small family. Obviously, I've told you the story about my personal ride. There's nobody around here, other than my wife and my girls, and you guys have been brothers to me, and the others that have come on to be brothers and sisters, and you got Uncle Steve and Uncle Jeff. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I couldn't do it without the support of YS Nation, the schools, and the sponsors. I owe you so much, and I'm so thankful for you. So when I finally get to sit back after 16 weeks of not being able to think about anything but football and sports, you get a little emotional. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for making the Power Hour what it is. For the people, the Michael Pages of the world, Kate Kelly, Carrie Munson, Mark Roth, my mom, Mardell is always here. The people that make this worth doing an hour a day to take your mind off of the world that we have out there. It's a nasty and gruesome world out there, and to talk about sports for an hour a day with you people, and to hopefully make you laugh and make you smile, well, that's what I'm thankful for. So thank you, all of you, each and every one of you. I love you with my whole heart. I'll be praying tonight, and when I dig into the dinner table tomorrow, I'll be thinking about all you guys and how you've affected me as a person, as a leader, as a man, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and all of you out there on behalf of YSN. A blessed Thanksgiving, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you Monday for the next Power Hour right here on ysnlive.com. We'll see you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.